You make up a lot of shit on this podcast.
I do make up a lot of stuff. Welcome back to Dumb and Broke. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Bryan.
And we're here.
And I'm my toenail's about to fall off. Like that
From
ass.
tennis?
It's definitely from tennis. Like it started from tennis, but like, and I'm not even kidding. It's like literally on its last life.
Feet are really gross and they go through a lot when you think about it.
Yeah. It's definitely from tennis. I was wearing the wrong shoes for years. So like my toe kept jamming at the front when I would like try to slide. I got new shoes. My toes don't hurt anymore, but I think they've been bruised. Like the nail has been bruised over and over again, that it's just like.
You're done.
Yeah. But like, I'm afraid like the whole toenail is about to come off.
It'll grow back.
Yeah, but.
Both of my big toenails came off after the marathon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll
What do
be fine.
they look like though?
I mean, you just got little nubs.
Ew.
I mean, it's like a hard skin under there.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I mean,
it's not cute, but if any time for it to happen, might as well be the winter.
I guess, yeah. My toes were pretty crusty in Italy. I hated that, but it's fine.
Honestly, I don't know a time where I'm like, wow, those are good feet for me.
Yeah. For me, I used to pride myself in having like really nice feet, but not lately.
Well, if anybody out there, I know I've mentioned that I will sell my toes, but I just need you to know that they will not be cute.
Yeah. I'll sell my toenail if anyone wants it. Ew.
What a market.
I'm sure.
You just like bust your ass playing tennis for months on end just to get, what if people are like $100,000 per toenail?
I'll rip them.
If you're out there, I'll clip that thing off myself.
Oh my God. How are you?
I'm okay. I don't know. It's like a weird, I feel like we're entering the weird, like dark period. But I'm fine. Like, I feel like I have a lot of social things going on, which is cool. Good for me. Good for this time. I had a moment on Monday, and I kind of told you about this, that has really kind of set the tone for the week for me.
I don't remember.
So I was at Crunch, one of the gyms that I work at, and there's this old man that is just a gym member. He doesn't come to any of my classes, and he is, I'll set the scene. So he's told me once, he's very smiley, happy, doesn't necessarily look me in the eyes, if you know what I'm saying, but which is like crazy because what are you looking at? But he told me once when he came back from Vegas that if I ever wanted to look at a different career, the girls that like swing on the poles are actually really athletic. And I was like, thank you so much.
That's great. And like how old is he?
Probably upper 60s. And
white.
Yeah. Maybe even 70s. But he's there every day and is just loud and hey. Exactly like that. And so last week he was wearing a Buc-ee's t-shirt, comes up, talks to me. And I was like, oh, Buc-ee's. And he was like, oh, you heard of it? And I was like, yeah. If for anyone that doesn't know, it's just a insane gas station, usually in the South.
And if you're gay, you refer to it as bussies.
I'm just going to call it pussies from here on out. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm from Texas, whatever. We have a few down there. He must have took that and really ran with it, because Monday I just started teaching a class, so I'm actively involved in something. He goes, hey, Chelsea. And I turn around, not really looking at him, just kind of like, hey, I'm not going to say his name, but hey, so-and-so, not like he's listening. But he goes, do you like my shirt? And Bryan, I didn't look. I just wasn't paying attention. I just wanted to get it. And I said, I love it.
Uh-oh.
And then I looked, and it was a Daddy's Home Donald Trump t-shirt. And it has just like sat under my skin for all week until today.
Yeah, not your finest moment.
Not my finest. There was one girl that I thought might have heard, and I had a conversation with her after. I was just like, listen, I don't know if you did or you didn't, but I just like can't let this. Yeah. Can't let people think this. But now I'm reeling and I'm like, is he going around in the gym being like, Chelsea loves my shirt? And so
you need a PR manager.
That was a moment. Yeah. That was a moment.
You just need a clear name.
I do.
Get on the intercom system and be like,
I'll get on TikTok and do a formal announcement. Hey,
apology.
Yeah. I know that this happened. I'm taking accountability. I'm taking this time to learn to be better. Yeah. Anyway, so that's how my week's going in a nutshell.
It's funny. We've both had beef with older white men recently. Like last episode, I ended the episode with my little argument with a man. And like old people are just so interesting to me. Like I like old people, generally speaking, but sometimes they're really fucking hard to deal with.
I honestly feel kind of bad calling him old if he is upper 60s. He's probably 70s. I never want to like look back on me saying, oh, that person was an old man, or oh, that person was this, that, and the other, because like I know that I'm going to feel young when I'm 60. I'm going to be like, shut the fuck up to whoever that is. So
at what point do old women decide I'm going to chop off all my hair? Because every old woman has short hair.
I have thought about that.
Like, when do you do that?
I think at one point it just doesn't grow back. So you go through or not at the same like rate. So you just go through a point where, I mean, every girl, most of them go through a part where they just like chop off their hair and then just let it grow back, and maybe just one point it just doesn't grow back.
You think that's how it goes? I feel like
I don't know.
I don't know either. We need to like survey a bunch of old ladies or something.
Yeah,
but I feel like they just like, I can't deal with it anymore. I'm doing a short do for the rest of my life. But like, when does that happen? Is it like that's on your 61st birthday, you chop your hair off?
I don't know. I do feel bad right now calling them old people. But I think it's like...
It's just a descriptor.
An old... I'm going to take it back and say old mindset. We've got old mindset.
They're also...
individuals.
Their age is...
But they're not changing mentally.
Yeah.
They're done. They're
getting older
set in their ways.
Age.
Yeah.
Their age is increasing.
These people who have been set in their ways for years and years and years have been around for years and years and years.
For a long
I just know that I'm going to be 65 and just like flipping off every 30-something girl or boy that is like, oh my God, what an old woman. I'd be like, the fuck? Like Martha Stewart, I'm sure she's like, who the fuck are you calling old? And she's like 73.
I wonder if that, like, obviously I know I play into a lot of the ageism jokes. Like, it's kind of my thing, like calling people old. But like, I do it because I don't actually find it offensive. No, but I don't think I would find it offensive. But someone, maybe it was Eddie. Eddie was telling me a lot of like, was he saying it on the podcast? Like a lot of gay men like don't like that. Like they don't find it funny. And I've kind of, after he said that, it had me thinking about some of my interactions with like gay men and like trying out one of those jokes and they don't like respond. And now it's like, oh, they didn't respond because they didn't like it.
Well, I mean, just like anything though, nothing really hurts your feelings until you find a little truth into it, until it's an insecurity. Like you calling me old, I don't care.
Right.
Because to me, I'm young as ever. Yeah. I'm in my prime.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but like there will hit a point where I'm like, you stupid bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I guess it depends who it's coming from too. But I'm just like trying to think like when I'm 45 and if like a 20-something-year-old calls me old, I don't give a fuck because I am old to you, you know? And if when I'm 70 and someone calls me old, yeah, you're right. I am old. 70 is fucking old.
Yeah.
But
I guess that will be when I know. The moment that I actually start getting upset about people calling me old, that's when I'm old.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That is. Wow. And that's when you'll cut your hair the next day.
And that's when I'll just like chop my hair off. We'll go back to a bowl cut.
Ooh, you did that?
Yeah.
A bowl cut?
Like as a kid. Yeah.
Me
Who
too.
didn't have a bowl cut?
True. I had one.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Speaking of haircuts.
You have one.
Thank you for the compliment that I'm asking for right
Oh,
now.
it looks great.
I had to go to a new barbershop yesterday because the barber that I've been going to for literally 3 years, this is how it goes. I go every 3 weeks on a Tuesday and I text my barber. I say, hey, let me know when you're free so I can come by. Cause I don't like to like go to the barber and like wait. Like he'll let me know, like I'm free now, come. Cause it's just like a block away. So I did my routine text and he goes, hey man, cause he's straight. All barbers are straight. Hey man, I actually sold the shop. So I'm no longer there. And like, I literally like took that as like, you didn't even consult me about this.
Yeah.
You knew.
He didn't even let you know.
He didn't let me know.
Not even an email. It's kind of crazy.
Right. And like, I've been coming to you. We're in a relationship. Like, I've been coming to you every 3 weeks for like 3 years. You know so much about my life. I tell him about everything. And
Well, except that he thinks you're straight.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Should we unpack that?
I don't know if he thinks I'm straight, but
Okay.
like, yeah, we should unpack that actually. Because I don't think it's talked about enough, but like, I was gonna say, have you ever been to a barber? But no, right. The barber experience for a gay man is so strange because it's one of those places in the world that just hasn't adapted to LGBT folk. So like, and any gay man listening, I know you know what I'm talking about. That is the one place where we have to, I think they call it code switching, where like
your voice just gets a little
deeper. I mean, I'm even talking about things that like I didn't even know I could fake. Like, how about those Giants?
He holds up his tattoo and he's like, Indianapolis Colts, huh?
Yeah. I do have a football tattoo. So, you know, it's for those moments. No, that's not why. But yeah, it's just like such a weird experience. And I'm just surprised there's not more gay barbers out there, like barbershops.
What is the difference? Why couldn't you go to like a normal hair salon?
I guess like
the girls go to.
I guess I could, but barbers, they specialize in men's haircuts and like, I get like a fade. So like, I don't know a lot of women that specialize in that.
True.
Also, I think they're probably more expensive too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane to get a haircut for women.
You're right. Like I pay like $35 for my haircut.
Yeah. I'm going to Chinatown tomorrow to get a haircut.
Your bowl cut?
My bowl cut. I'm going to go ahead and get a jump.
I dare you. I double dog dare you. Which means you have to do it.
You know what? A crazy thing I am considering bangs.
Like?
Well,
like the short ones?
I think like my impulse reaction is just to go straight across, but I think
You've had that before, right?
Not as an adult.
Oh, I feel like I've seen pictures.
Oh,
no.
I've just had long hair forever. But I think I may do the curtain bangs that are a little longer to where I could still like put them up in a ponytail. Because I think that's going to be the most annoying part is I wear my hair up.
You'll be able to like pin them back or something.
Yeah.
I think that'll be cute.
We'll see.
Just a haircut? Are you going to do a color or anything?
No, I'm just going to do a haircut and it will be like $50, which is crazy in girl world.
In girl world.
In girl world. Haircuts out of this world.
Yeah. That sounds like in Mean Girls,
In girl world.
I know how this would be settled. That scene is so wild.
It's just animalistic.
Yeah. Random observation.
Ooh.
I forgot what celebrity scandal recently happened that made me think, if you really think about it, nearly like every celebrity, at least like pop stars, have gone through some sort of scandal, whether it was like self-induced or like, public perception. Like almost every single pop star that you can think of has gone through something pretty wild. And it just like made me think like, well, one, like we all go through shit, and like not all of us are under a magnifying glass, but it's like, I think that's what it like literally made me think. Like everyone goes through shit. Even these people who you would trade lives with, you trade anything for to have their lives.
Necessarily mean that they're happier or have a better life.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, there's like the extremes, like Britney Spears and like, Demi Lovato, Amanda Bynes, but even like as little as I was gonna say Ariana Grande, but like when she had that like where she licked a donut, but she's also been through traumatic shit like a bombing at her concert. But like if you think about it, every single person, like just name a pop star.
Well, we were talking recently. Adele.
She
went through a divorce, wrote an album about it.
She was called out for wearing cornrows. Oh. Scandal. It's a scandal. Name another one.
Well, we were talking the other day that there's nothing about Harrison Ford. Came out. He's just like a celebrity. Harrison Ford. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
You do know Harrison Ford.
Oh, Harrison Ford.
Yeah. So Harrison Ford is just a ultra famous celebrity that lives in Iowa or something with his family and is just so low key and has nothing bad about him. But you're right. Okay. Random other pop star, Christina Aguilera.
She's like known for being a bitch and a diva. Has she like done something crazy though?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. Yeah.
She's had beef with a lot of people.
Yeah, like Britney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she like won't even acknowledge her.
And I think she had some beef with Eminem and yeah.
But yeah, anyways, my point, like if you could literally go through like every single pop star and like they've been through some crazy shit and I don't know.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Like if this does blow up for us, it's like what's going to be our scandal?
The scandals haven't even begun.
Yeah. What do you like on like I just said like 15 times in 5 seconds, but realistically, if you were in some sort of scandal, what do you think it would be? It doesn't have to be like something like you actually did, or like what do you think? What would people think that you did, or something that you did?
Just go ahead and cancel myself right away.
Yeah.
What is my scandal?
I think for me, it would be like, and I feel like I've done a social media sweep already, but I feel like something will be blown out of context.
Oh, probably for me too, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think it'll be social media related.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like, thank God I did not. Social media wasn't a thing when we were like young. I mean, 18 is still. Well, you had it before.
Yeah, I was on social media in middle school.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you had MySpace, right?
Yeah.
You were in high school?
Yeah.
Okay, I was in middle school.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely don't need the MySpace world out there.
I know. All. I need to like. I don't know how to.
How do I get in there?
Yeah, people are still on MySpace.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't Justin Timberlake buy it? I heard that.
You make up a lot of shit on this podcast.
I do make up a lot of stuff. But you guys are good to fact check me, and I appreciate you for that.
Like, that is so random. Did he buy it? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know who did it right, though? Tom. That is how you do it.
Who is Tom, even?
Yeah. I heard, like, that photo of him, the photo of Tom is, like, actually not even him. But I could have made that up, too.
It just looks so candid.
But he, like, did his thing. He did his big one. And then he dipped. He made all that money and dipped. And he hasn't, like, usually, like step back in and they're like, let me do something else. He was like, no, I'm going to live up. Started
the social media revolution.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I want that. I want that life.
Same.
Just want, like, a few good years of fame. And then I want to dip, I think.
I agree. Go ghost? Would you go fully ghost?
Yeah, I would.
Would you be out there?
No, I would fake my death. Oh. Something like that.
Sounds perfect.
Right?
Move to another country. Just said, what if we just bought a house in the Amalfi Coast and just were there?
Mm-hmm.
Had a guy with a boat that just came and picked us up every day.
Yeah, not even buy our own boat. We're smart with our money. Yeah, I really do. I plan on being rich one day. And I just wonder, how am I going to act? Am I going to be a good rich person, or am I going to be a bad rich person.
Sassy.
I want to be a good rich person. Like, I want to be, like, I feel like I'm a generous person, like, already. So, like, hopefully that translates as a rich person, too.
I think I'll be a good rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you will be, too. I'm more worried about myself.
No, I think you'll be a good rich. I think you will.
A good rich.
You'll be.
You're such a good
I
rich.
can't stop hiccuping. Okay.
Hold your breath. Boom. Oh. I heard that works. But you didn't jump.
That didn't work. Okay. How would I be good rich? I don't think I'd be crazy. But then when I start thinking of all the things that I would buy, I'm like, yeah, maybe a little crazy.
I mean, that's fine.
I think my only bad things is it'd be hard for me to not get greedy. Because I genuinely don't think that people who are rich ever really see themselves as like, oh, I'm rich.
Yeah.
Because I think to them, there's always, can't stop. There's always someone who's richer. So they're like, no, I'm not rich. He's rich. I don't have a mega yacht. I just have 2 homes. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think it even, like, even when you level up at like this level in our lives, like, I mean, for me, I've doubled my salary in like about a year, which is a pretty significant amount of money. But I feel like I quickly adjusted to that. So now it doesn't feel like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like I feel any different than I did a couple years ago because now my lifestyle has adjusted to it.
Right.
So that's probably similar.
No, I started a budget this month and which is nice and it's good. But I'm like, how I don't understand how I would have survived
Yeah.
before. How did I do it? But I did.
Yeah.
And I was perfectly fine. I wasn't like sad and lonely.
Yeah. When I first moved to New York, like the amount that I was making is kind of wild. Granted, it was like during COVID years, so I wasn't spending that much. I somehow like saved. But there's absolutely no way I could do that now. Mainly because my lifestyle is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to do like a lot of the things that I do on a regular basis, you know? To me, the biggest, not flex, but the biggest like thing that like, I knew that I was okay when I was able to put all my bills on auto pay. And that was just like in the last year.
That's such a real thing.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a year and a half ago, I was like, nope, I will do that manually. And I'm going to check my bank account. But within the last like year and a half, I don't even, you know, I do know. And I like check like,
Yeah.
hopefully you didn't take it out this month, but like, yeah.
That is such a real thing. Nothing's on. Yeah. Everything's on auto pay and
also like I can like order Uber Eats, like kind
my
of
thing
whenever.
is I was about to say I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah. Like I don't really, I think like mentally it'll be more like, don't order Uber Eats. You just did that. But
Right.
it's not because like you can't afford it. It's,
Yeah.
You just did that.
Yeah, I'm not forced to eat what I have at home,
Right.
but
Those are like the
I
little
should
signs.
eat what I have at home.
Yeah. So imagine having like millions of dollars. What, like, then what? You know what I mean?
Man, I'd love to find out.
Right? I'm trying to find out. I am trying to find out. I plan on it. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Random. I probably was high, but I was listening to a lot of music last night. And you know the song, do you know the song Casual from Chapel Roan?
Maybe.
It's a song where she talks about getting eaten out in the backseat of the car.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But there's this line in that song where she says, I tried to be the chill girl, but honestly, I'm not. And like last night that hit me so hard. And I feel like all of us can probably relate to that. Like we all want to be like the chill girl, like, oh, nothing bothers us. Like I swear that I'm the chill girl, but honestly, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually a pretty uptight person.
I don't think you're uptight.
I'm a little uptight.
Are you?
I like,
Somebody called me, one of my close friends said that I was, no. He called me high strung.
high strung.
Yeah.
What is that? What does that mean?
High strung. Seems like
Like uptight?
Almost like anxious.
Did I just
like
say-
uptight. Yeah.
Is that what I just said? Uptight?
Yeah.
I refer to myself as uptight?
Yeah. I feel like high strung is like you're wound up. Right?
I don't.
I was like, I don't think so.
don't think you
And then
are.
I said it to one of the guys at the gym. I was like, oh, yeah, my friend said I was high strung. And he was like, no, you are kind of high strung. And I was like,
What?
what?
Me? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe we're not like as chill as we think we are, though.
I know that I'm not. But the thing is, it's actually not. That's like a therapy thing, is like pretending to be the cool girl because you're not being authentic to yourself. It's like the cool girl's overrated. Chill girl's overrated. I'm going to be as crazy as I want to be.
Yeah.
But it's genuine. That's me. And that's me, guys.
Oh my God. And that's my life. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's our lives.
And that's my life.
I had therapy yesterday. Did you have therapy yesterday as well?
No, she canceled, so I have it Friday.
Friday. Okay. I go every 2 weeks. You do too, right? And I don't know, something yesterday's session, like I felt like I didn't have a whole lot to talk about. Are you about to yawn?
And well, there's a lot going on in here.
We need to talk about
I'm like hiccuping.
I think you're
I have a problem.
what's it called?
Narcolepsy?
I think you might be narcoleptic.
No, probably.
Or I'm just boring as fuck. But yeah, I felt like I had nothing to talk about, and I felt like I had to like force things to say. I was forced to say things, and it just didn't feel right. Has that ever happened to you in therapy?
I feel like it happened a lot with my last therapist, and she ended up telling me like, I think you're good. I think we can go on like an as needed basis for therapy. And that was the moment where I was like, I've duped you because I'm not good. I've just been faking it. I've just been paying you money to just like talk.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Because I do like my therapist. I think we would be friends actually. But I feel like I just get on and I talk. Are they supposed to like ask you questions?
Well, I get on and I talk and she'll come in every once in a while. But there have been times with my one now where I've been like, I don't know that I really have much. And she's like, that's okay. And we'll just like dive into something. She may ask me questions then, but
No. I don't know.
But it's hard for me to admit that I don't have much to say.
I'm like, I'm either really fucking boring or I'm healed.
You're healed.
I'm healed. I'm so healed. I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Just so chill. The chill girl.
Chill girl. I'm perfect.
Yeah.
I won therapy. And yeah, that's my life.
So I have a problem and I need your help.
Okay.
I have to learn Spanish in like 2 days.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
That's not even right. ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo está? I mean, you can say ¿Cómo está? They're going to get it.
They're going to get it. That's like being like hell instead of hello.
But I think está is the word. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? Because estamos. ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo?
Well, okay. So clearly you're not going to help me with my problem. But yeah.
Google Translate.
Yeah. Herman's mom is here and her English is as good as my Spanish. So
Yeah.
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be awesome.
Actually, and the thing is, like, I met her a year ago and I remember like the last words I said to her in English. So maybe she didn't understand. But I did say that I promise I will know more Spanish. And I don't know if
Wow.
I don't know if I do.
So you're a liar.
I'm a liar.
Do you Duolingo?
No, I just like don't believe. I see those bitches, they post on their story every day. Like, I'm on day 487 of Duolingo. I'm like, but you don't know the language. I don't think you do.
I think that's probably true.
You know, to me, it's just like elementary school Spanish. Like,
Yeah.
we all took Spanish.
Uno, dos, tres,
You know what
cuatro,
I mean?
cinco, seis.
I can count to 20, but I can't have a conversation.
Yeah.
I could probably say a lot of words in Spanish, actually. But if a Spanish-speaking person says them to me, I might not understand them.
Yeah.
So, you have no...
Tú también.
Puta.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Just like word for word.
Okay, I won't say that one. But it's one of the few that I do know. But I have one controversial opinion.
Ooh, okay.
And it's something that we spoke about last week, but it didn't make the cut because we had some technical difficulties.
Ooh, okay.
And that is because we actually talked about the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight before it happened, but that didn't make any of the episode. And I remember saying to you that I think like there's like a few different leagues that all revolve around like fighting. And personally, I think they're kind of stupid. But obviously a lot of people like it, but I don't think that makes it any less stupid. I like a lot of stupid shit, but I don't know. I just like I guess I don't get the appeal.
Well, I mean, what do you mean you don't get the appeal? We would love to get into a fight and beat somebody up. It's like, but you do that for a living.
I don't see it the same way. And listen, I watch Bad Girls Club. I watch Baddies. I like a fight.
A fight off the cuff.
But a
fight of passion.
Yeah.
Not something planned.
Right.
Be like
yeah.
planned sex.
Right.
You know?
You know what I mean? To me, it's just like weird. And then like you
It's
have
like,
all...
what are you mad about? We've been planning this for a year.
Yeah. And then like there's people in the crowd, like, and they're paying money to go see this. Like it, as it's like a form of entertainment, planned entertainment, you know? Like, you're going to a concert. They're going to sing that song.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't get the appeal. It's not for me.
I actually saw a meme that made me LOL after the Jake Paul thing. And it's like Jake Paul getting ready and he's like riding out in this thing and everybody's playing a song and he just like looks so serious and is vibing to it. And it was like, and they say women are dramatic. And I was like, that's so real.
Yeah,
that
is so real.
Like you're playing pretend right now.
Well, but that's what I think. I think it's all pretend. Like I don't even know like how real is it? You know?
I think those are fixed.
Yeah.
I think the Jake Paul fights are fixed. I think Mike Tyson signed up to make a quick 20 mil. Knowing that he made like 20 million.
Wow.
Jake Paul made like 40 million.
I would get my ass whooped too for 20 million.
Absolutely. As a retired athlete,
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I'll get in the ring one more time for 20 mil. What do you mean?
Yeah, of course this kid's going to beat me up.
Because I think a lot of people were out there saying like, oh, well, why would he's not, it can't be fake. He wouldn't be willing to like lose to somebody for 20 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll lose to anyone.
Yeah.
I'll lose a winning record. Yeah, that's just my thought. I think it's all rigged. And then now it's just kind of like, I think it's kind of weird the fact that you beat up on an old man. Like let's
talk about that.
Yeah, it's actually kind of gross.
Yeah. I also think it's funny how like a lot of people, whether you are like a fan or not, or like it's such a straight thing. But like to be honest, I can't think of anything gayer than two half-naked men putting their hands all over each other. It seems pretty gay to me.
It seems like a way to get out some feelings.
Yeah. And I always thought about that about fighting. It's like fighting in general, whether it's a street fight, it's like I hate you so much that I want to get intimate with you and rub bodies. Because like, you know what I mean? Like you're like, if you go see street fights, they're like basically humping each other, you know? And it's like,
I mean, it's passion.
But it's like, if I don't like you, I actually want to stay the fuck away from you. I don't want to like rub bodies with you.
That would be such a dig for somebody. Like if you know a guy that loves fighting, he's sitting there and I'm like, wow, that looks really passionate. But there's no way to say no because it definitely is. It's like, yeah, it was like passionate, like rage. Just like, well, I mean, rage and love kind of the same if you think
like,
about it.
You're like in the middle of a fight and you just like whisper in their ear, like, so you like me? Throw them off, you know what I mean?
That would be hilarious. I would love to find out that a professional fighter actually does something like that. Just psychological warfare.
It'd be so funny.
There's no way you wouldn't laugh if somebody did that to you.
And then you go in for the kill.
Chew.
Do you have any controversial opinions?
I do. I heard we've kind of talked about this one before, just like how college can be kind of overrated because of YouTube nowadays. Like you can learn anything. You don't have to go to college necessarily. But I saw something today that said college is a pyramid scheme, which when you think about it, girls online, she's like, if you just join my program for $200, I can teach you how to be XYZ. No guarantees. I can teach you how to make millions. And then that's what we're all going to college for.
Yeah.
We're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to potentially maybe be good at something.
Yeah.
Get paid.
Yeah. I hate when you're applying to a job and like the requirement is like a bachelor's degree and it doesn't even like say it won't even specify. So it's like that's just like a requirement for what? You know what I mean? Like I'm applying to be an architect and you're saying I just need a bachelor's degree. Like at least like specify that. You know what I mean? So I think it's like we're told we need a degree and we actually do, you know, because you can't get these high paying jobs without a degree, but I don't agree with it.
But on the flip side of that, when's the last time a job has asked you for a transcript to prove that you got a degree?
True.
Literally never.
I thought about that. I should just like put that I went to Harvard and I was top of my class.
Yeah. I mean, that would only be tough if like somebody else also went to Harvard and they'd be like, oh, whose classes did you take? And you're just like, shit. Yeah. You can do like some obscure
small school that no one goes to.
And decent. I got my master's here.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. I feel like, you know, when you're in high school and you're like getting ready to go to a college, you're like, oh, you're going to this college is better. But like at the end of the day, that actually doesn't really matter. I think very rarely people are getting hired based on like what college they went to.
Yeah. Unless the person hiring also went to that college. And then it's like a point of pride for people. Oh, I went there too, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just a way to bring everybody into a new set of cliques.
Yeah. Like I know people who graduated with the same degree as me at better schools and like, I'm pretty confident I'm doing better than them in this field. So.
Congrats. No, exactly. Yeah. Okay. I have a couple more and they kind of go together, like relationship-ish. It's corny and outdated to hate your spouse or nag on them. Like the old ball and chain, or to like, I don't know, to like be annoyed that your spouse is, I don't know, to be annoyed with your spouse in a way, but in like a joking way, I think is dumb.
I know what you mean too. Keep going if you want to keep going.
Well, I think I see it. You see it both with like men and women, but I think men, it's like just like, oh, my girlfriend won't stop calling me, or even the girl's like, yeah, he's just like so dirty. Like something as stupid as like never puts the toilet seat down. I'm just like, okay.
I also
it's just like you guys can't work out your problems. This is what I'm hearing.
A happy wife means a happy life.
Ew.
Like so, like I know what you mean too. It is. What's the word that you described it, or what was the opinion?
It's corny.
It is corny.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys don't like each other, why are you together?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess it was like it was almost like a badge of honor for people. It's like you weren't supposed to really like each other. Men and women, so different. You can't like.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you should be gay.
Yeah, so you should, and that should be the advertisement.
Right.
Honestly, there should be more advertisement dollars toward
like choose gay.
Choose gay. Honestly, dude, do you think this guy's hot? You could be a little gay.
I think you're onto something.
Honestly,
that's
I think
not problematic at all.
I think that it would, if we made it more of an option for people, they wouldn't have such like pent up feelings about it.
Like if
they
there
wouldn't
was
have to
a way.
like fight in UFC.
What if there was a way that you could like, you know, go to the hospital and like they just like open you up, flip a switch, and you're gay?
Oh, I would do it.
Would you?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
be happier.
I might.
That's something to think about.
Wow. That's crazy.
I wonder how many like gay people would do the opposite. Because
It is technically, I guess, harder in society to be gay than it is to be straight.
yeah, in some places. I also
True, not
I think
here.
there's an argument. There is an argument that it's probably easier in life to be gay.
Well, yeah, because men.
Yeah, but I just also mean that like I think a lot of people and like not saying it's a bad thing, but like I feel like there's a lot of doors being open for gay people. And rightfully so, because it's not like we had all these doors to even open to begin with. But I'm just saying there's probably an argument that like in today's day and age it's probably not harder to be a gay person than a straight person.
I'd agree.
But I'm sure generally speaking it is, you know.
Okay. And my last one is really good dads are really just the baseline of what we expect of average moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people are like, oh my gosh, he's such an awesome dad. If those exact same characteristics were in the woman, I'd be like, yeah, she's a mom.
I can't tell you how many TikToks I see of like a dad just like taking their kid or going to their kid's soccer game, and it's like the comments of the woman like, oh, that's what a dad should be. You're right. That is what a dad should be. Or like, that's such a great dad. It's like, no, that's not how this is supposed to work.
One of my good friends she said she was at an event with her
Noah's
husband.
Like,
He's like in my stuff.
Yeah.
She was at an event with her husband and he like took their kid to the bathroom or something. And a woman leaned over and she's like, he's such a good dad. And my friend was like, he is not for that reason.
Right.
But he is a really good dad.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, if you were to ask me, like if I had the capability of being a dad, I would 100% want kids.
Right. There's not much, as the expectations are low.
Yeah. But you want me to be a mom?
Yeah. That kind of reminded me of kind of unrelated, but also related. I'm on LinkedIn a lot. And I just find people on LinkedIn so funny. Like anytime someone posts like just got promoted or like just got this new job, and then you see like a bunch of people go, they always say, so well deserved. Like you deserve this more than anyone. And then I'm like, and I know these people. You guys never worked together. How do you know they deserve that? Like they could be like a shitty ass fucking employee and you're just lying on social media. Canceled. Like sometimes I want to just like reply, be like, how do you know? How do you know she deserved that?
I have. Do you remember?
How do you know she didn't suck the manager's dick for that job? T.
I don't know if this still happens. Early on in LinkedIn, when I was in the thick of it, when people used to like give you or just like say what you're good at, I guess.
Like the skills that you could like
add skills to you. Like I had so many people add skills to me that had never worked with me ever. And I was like, I mean, no, take it.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of marketing and I'm like, I think I just have a big mouth.
Well, that is like the same concept of, remember like MySpace lingo? You'd be like, do you remember PC for PC? Like pick comment for pick comment or like for like. That's what it is. Like you endorse them. They're expecting you to do it back. Oh. That's what it is. It's just a new age MySpace days.
Sorry to those peeps.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm not doing that because I'm not going to go on your profile because then you'll get a notification that says I looked at your profile. That's
a crazy thing that you have to be aware of. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I just go online and don't log in and do it through a web browser and then search it and get what I need to get.
Yeah. You could turn it off, but then you can't see people looking at yours. And I struggle with that with TikTok too because I want to see who's looking.
Oh, I turn it off on TikTok.
Oh, you did?
Not on
Dumb and Broke,
but on my personal.
Yeah.
My personal, I want to snoop. Dumb and Broke,
I have a few frequent visitors. They like to check in on me.
Interesting.
I see you guys. kidding. You don't deserve that.
XOXO.
Anyways, that is an episode.
And that's the episode.
That is the episode.
Honestly, this was kind of fun.
This is kind of fun. I think this might be episode. It's either 14 or 15 of this season, and I think we should hit 20.
Okay.
And then call it a season.
Okay.
Which means you only got a month and a half more of us until we take another break.
And then we'll be in 2025.
We'll be in 2025.
Well.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.